you look at that, we have a Jeremy.
Stop sighing. I don't know what you're going on about.
Perfect. Perfect time. No one's here. One
Did it
wants
just go
to treat
live as I
us this week.
entered?
Yes,
Hang on,
we are
Let me
live.
turn this up. So, I got logged out of Facebook. I haven't used StreamYard on this computer.
Chaos.
Fun. but I have coffee.
Excellent. Well, I have whiskey. So there.
Yeah, but do you have marshmallows with your whiskey?
I do not have marshmallows with my whiskey.
So the question is who's winning?
I have bacon.
Brad's winning.
So I'm starting with some Gooder Hemmenworth's 11 Souls. Just figured do some Canadian stuff tonight.
That's right. Oh, if I lean back, the view gets a lot prettier.
Does.
Yeah. I'm just at my local cafe for reasons. But hey, everyone, I can't see shit. Is this what not being a producer is like?
There's nothing to see. It's just.
Well, Terry's
just
made a comment saying
nonsense.
Stream for me, which sounds like
sounds like Terry wants to get on the stream with us. That's
that or Anime Terry.
That's true. We could bring on Anime Terry. Always a good time.
And I'm just realizing there may or may not be a lag from my end because I am using mobile. I don't care.
Whatever. Anyway, This is Cask Strength episode whatever. 110.
110.
Yeah, we're just sitting around.
I think next episode we'll have to try and get Brian Brushwood on because it'll be 111. And being an Australian, we used to have the F111, which did the dump and burn. So we just have Brian come on, breathe some fire. That'll be our whiskey dump and burn done.
Sure. That would be interesting.
He'd almost be up for it.
We could probably get Bonnie to convince Brian to come on for a cameo. That would be fun.
Yeah, Bonnie likes us.
Yeah, I don't know why, but she seems to like us. Okay.
I think because her maiden name is the same as my last name. Could be. There could be some deeper connection that we don't understand about.
Could be.
All conjecture, probably very not true. The last name thing is actually true. So how have you? So I missed last week. I can't even remember why. Did I miss last week? Yeah, I missed last week.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just Dan talking last week, and I sat and happily drank whiskey and occasionally commented.
Yeah, fair enough.
It was the Dan show last week. It was great.
I mean, we have theorized about the Dan show a number of times where we just peace out, but
I think we should. The quality of the episodes would probably go up.
Have you still got the link for the blow-up doll making thing? We could just make our own blow-up dolls of ourselves? Yeah.
Sure.
We'll just put those on stream and life will be fine. Yes, it is a good shirt. All the Brad shirts are fantastic, right? Hey, Charles. Oh, yeah, just to rub it in. This is also my winter, guys. It's a hard life being here.
That's just mean. That's mean, Jeremy.
I know, right? The snow from the marshmallows is horrible.
So I don't know what we're gonna do for an hour. You're out in the world being a real person.
That's a lie.
Crazy.
That's a bold-faced lie. A real person. Jeez. I'm gonna put my other thing in. I have no idea how much road noise is coming through.
A little bit. I
it'll be good
refuse.
if
It says I can, not that I will, and I refuse to explain it.
it says that you can't understand it though for him.
No.
Didn't you already expose the non-verbal by the episode? Yeah. Yeah, but that was different. That was an actual Whittington completely silent for a whole hour, which during that spate, because he'd done a number of guest spots at a number of other streams, he did say that he enjoyed this the most, purely because there was zero expectation and he could just fucking relax and enjoy his cigar.
It was great. That was a great stream. That might have been like my favorite stream that we've done. We should just sit quietly more often, I think. I might be biased about that. I don't know. It seems like
I feel beholden. I feel beholden to my Patreon, such as yourself.
Right. I forgot about that. Yeah, I'm still a patron.
That's right. I'm still a patron of you as well. So it's reciprocal. That dollar just goes round and round and round.
The laziness balances out. Then I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah.
Right. It was great.
I expect. Yeah.
It was a good time. People had a good time with it.
Oh, I like how it keeps telling me that I am in the show and everyone can see and hear me, and it keeps flashing up every now and then just to remind me that I am in the show.
Just by the way, you're still on the show,
right? And it's been that long. It's been that long since I've been in StreamYard and not had like the producer role or the powers. I forgot what all of this was or how little there is. This is nice.
It is.
Why would
what's really great though? Because if you don't have the powers right now, I can do that.
Yeah, you can boot. Oh, you bastard! I thought you were going to boot me. You mongrel. I mean, I too have the ability to just it's not the Cornholio picture.
I guess it's not quite that. It's not as fun, but
yeah,
fine.
I think the next step was just turning it to look at a tree.
That works. Again, the viewers would probably enjoy it. It would be great. Just a nice nice nature stream.
Didn't I do a half hour of the fish tank one day?
Oh, at least, yeah. I think it was longer than that.
Yeah, and then there was the hamster wheel stream that was ongoing and something else. And
we could probably find like a live aquarium cam or something to put up.
My feed will be a little delayed anyway. I am using mobile internet at a cafe, so I'm not at home. I'm not wired like normal, and I am, what was that, 1,400 nautical miles away from Brad. That'll do it.
Yep. But all things considering, it's a decent connection at least. It's not terrible.
Yeah. It's functional. It's true, Mike. I am at least a day ahead of you. The weather is fine, as you can see. So go fishing tomorrow, or whichever. Oh yeah, the time we nearly killed Vito for $6 was pretty epic.
That was a rough one. That was a rough one for Vito and a fun one for everyone else, I think.
Yeah. I mean, that's why we don't see Vito anymore. He
died.
Dialysis.
That's yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I not enough. What was it? Not enough super chats to keep him on dialysis. He died.
A budget's a budget. What are you gonna do, right?
Yeah.
Can't blow the budget on things like dialysis. We got StreamYard to pay for once a year.
Oh, I can't click Mark's comment, but Vito doing belly shots is something no one should ever experience first tongue or first eye.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
I think I have that video somewhere still.
No doubt. Thankfully, I missed it in person because I was there, but I managed to miss it physically, but I have seen the video.
You were on stream when he did the self belly shot, though, weren't you?
That is true. I was here for that.
Yeah. And Terry, good luck getting the 2 shots out of Vito. You gotta find him first, man.
I mean, he's still around somewhere. He's on the internet and stuff.
Selling his Casper mattresses or whatever it was he was doing.
So sweaty. No doubt.
Hang on. Are we talking about the room or in Vito? Because that's context, dude.
Yes, both. Yeah, that whole place was a hot box. It was not a great situation temperature-wise. Just get a whole bunch of people in a room with insufficient air conditioning in the Texas summer, and then feed them whiskey for like 2 or 3 hours and see how sweaty people get.
Look, so hang on, I had to look it up. It's 20 degrees at the moment here, or 68, 70. I came in wearing 2 jackets. I'm going to be fine in the Texas heat. It's the Canadian cold that I fear.
Right. It's okay. We have heaters. It's okay. You'll be okay.
Right? Like, I enjoy like 50-degree Fahrenheit with the seat heaters on full and my heater on full. Like, I am a tropical person.
It's fair.
Or a desert person. Whatever. Yes, Texas next year for me. Hopefully, all things go well. March has to end at some point.
At some point, in theory, March 2020 will end, and time will start to go on as normal.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting point in which that is declared, because the start of March is different for different places.
Time is complicated that way, you know.
Right. Very, very complicated. But yeah, once March is over, Texas, I'm looking forward to it.
That'll be a good time.
Yeah, Ben, that's way too much of a variance. Look, I single digits, I struggle. I struggle a lot. I wear thermals in single digits. Anything below single digits, weirdly, as long as there's no breeze, I cope quite fine.
All right, then.
Yeah. And don't lie, Mark. There are things outside that can kill you. Moose, people, and bears.
But you got to go looking for moose and bears. Depending on where you are, you know, they're a little.
I was going to say, don't.
But around here, I would have to go look for a moose. I could find one, but it would take a little while of looking.
Yeah, but isn't there also the potential of bears? Like,
there are plenty of bears,
right? And I mean, I'm a big dude, but that's the sort of bear that I don't want to come across in the dark alley. You know, like, also the other kind of bear. No shaming, but like, either one, I'm not comfortable if they're grumpy at me.
It's fair enough.
Anything over 25 C is too much. No, Ben, that's beautiful temperatures.
It's getting a little warm. I'm not so much worried about the heat. It's more the sun, because I am practically translucent and will just light on fire.
So the secret is Brad's a whiskey vampire.
I mean, kind of. That's not wrong. I am still amazed that I did not burst into flames in Texas. Don't know how I managed that. I'm so white it messes with the white balance of the camera.
I have that same problem. Look.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll struggle with that. Yeah, Ben, dude, I'm in Brisbane. I have not moved at all. I've been in Brisbane for some time. So those playing at home, that's Brisbane. So Queensland, technically subtropical,
Technically.
but I live relatively close to the ocean, so I don't get those wild weather changes that happen when you go inland a little bit, where they minus temperatures to Toowoomba, where it just gets fucking cold. Yes, fucking cold is single digits in the journey scale.
So cold.
On the Brad scale, that's short weather.
Yeah, that's nothing around here. Cold around here is when you don't have to bother converting from Celsius to Fahrenheit anymore. That's what it's like. Oh, it's cold.
Yeah. Yes, Ben, Brisbane. Brisbane, Vegas. The next, is it 2032 Olympic site or whatever the crap they're bidding on? Yeah. But yeah, no, like I assume 10 degrees Celsius is Brad's in shorts and debating whether or not to wear socks with his flip flops, or his sandals. I don't.
Sure. Feel free to picture that. That's fine. I'm a
climate
controlled person. I like it to be the same temperature, regardless. I'm an indoor person.
I could legitimately see you wearing mid-length socks with sandals, cargo shorts, and a t-shirt, and just be comfortable AF.
Probably.
Yeah.
I think I would have to buy sandals. I don't think I have sandals currently. I wear them so rarely. I might have some in a box. It's not like my feet have changed sizes in the last couple decades.
Yeah. I mean, I've got a set of sandals somewhere. I don't use them. Yeah, Brisbane's the third biggest city in Australia at the moment. Anyway, Sydney's number one. Melbourne's now number two.
When you start having issues pumping your gas because it's too thick, that's when it's cold.
Hang on, Mark, which gas? The gas is in, liquid petroleum gas? Well, no, is it liquefied petroleum gas? Or gas as in petrol? As in, gasoline? Because is there no, isn't that minus 50 the gas job? Because diesel's minus 10 or minus 20. And then you have to add shit to it. I
don't know the specific temperature off the top of my head. I know it's cold as hell though.
Yeah, because I know minus
too cold.
50. Minus 50 is about the limit for Jet A1 before it starts to gel. And by gel, it's not gel, it's waxification. So you're starting to get little wax molecules. Yeah, so gas, there you go. So gasoline is minus 60. It's not an issue I have at all. I don't even have to worry
we don't hit that around here very often.
The fact that you preface that with very often.
Technically, it has happened, but it's not like a regular occurrence. Minus like 40-ish, we definitely hit at least a couple of times each winter usually.
So what's the minimum temperature that Tesla will work at?
I don't know.
I know that yours is in a heated garage, right?
It is. And even if it wasn't, it will wake itself up to warm up the battery to make sure that it stays at whatever functional temperature it needs to be at. But I'm sure it will use a lot more power at those types of temperatures. It would be very inefficient.
Lowest operating temperature. Well, I mean, yeah, your range may go down from 600 k's to 5.
Right. Like you could go down the street and back, and then plug it back in because it needs to charge. It wouldn't be great.
So plenty of people have See, a lot of the lowest temperatures are, leaving the car outside and plugged in sort of a deal. And -30, it seems to have no problem.
Yeah.
But, it's that weirdness, right? Like it's, with a combustion operated vehicle, running it provides the heat to then do everything, which makes life easy, right? Whereas an electric car, you don't have much more of a heat generation over what we would normally do to do your battery conditioning anyway.
Yeah. It's just way less efficient to keep things at the proper temperature.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even have to worry about Alpine diesel, and I run a diesel, so don't. I mean, okay, so several times seeing a generator wire. Is that with wind chill as well, Mark? Because I understand that would also contribute quite heavily.
Yeah, I imagine that. Like if you're filling stuff from gas cans that have been out in the wind, that would be a different situation.
Yeah. And anyway, just store them closer to the generator so they warm up. Perfectly safe.
Sure.
Safety tips from someone who hasn't experienced that weather.
That seems very safe.
Right, there's no issue there.
Keep them warm by setting them next to the campfire,
Right, it's like the that meme where the cow is sitting on a car bonnet. If it's cold outside, they're cold. Bring them inside.
What do you think this is, Mark? Some kind of a whiskey stream? Craziness.
Still,
it's tasty. I like the 11 Souls. It's nice. It's sort of sweeter than I would normally go for, but it's pretty good.
Yeah, I've not heard you say anything bad about a good ham and walks, other than the availability is shot here.
Yeah, it's a pain to get, but it's tasty. It's not peated though, so it loses some points for that for me. But what can you do? They can't all be peated.
Well, wasn't Mark looking at doing some peated stuff?
I don't know. Wouldn't surprise me. He's doing all kinds of stuff.
I figure if we give him like 2.5 minutes, there'll be a response in the chat anyway. Mark is doing some interesting stuff, and it's almost time for you to start looking at doing his eggnog thing again. Was it shine nog?
Oh yeah, the nog shine stuff. Yeah, the moonshine eggnog mix.
Yeah.
But by the time that comes around, I will definitely be able to make a trip out there. So we'll definitely have to make that happen. Hopefully soon.
Yeah, well,
depending on travel situations. There you go. He's building the multi-machine. Yeah, he was building like a crazy custom rig to do all of that. So that'll be a good time. I eagerly await those experiments. I will have to make a trip over for quality assurance purposes.
So we're expecting a peated whiskey, maybe and a peated charcuterie board. So some bacon, some smoked meats, things like that as well. Like,
can't hurt. That'd be tasty. I'd be on board with
right.
that.
And and I was just thinking some smoked fish as well. So I'm sorry, peated fish.
That would probably be good. I would try that.
So when I was in Scotland, there were two things that I had fish wise that I found absolutely fantastic, and it was Cullen Skink or something, which was smoked fish, potato, and milk, like soup.
Okay.
Which is so ridiculously simple, but oh my god, absolutely beautiful. and then just a fish pie with a whole heap of like different smoked fishes in there and stuff, and that was wonderful as well. And that with with the whiskey, at whenever the fucking sun sets in bloody summer, because it was just weird as fuck there, and it screwed with my brain. Stupid globe being around and making time zones and weird and anyway.
Time is dumb anyway. Don't worry about it.
That was really, really, really good. Oh, I have invited the group to samples. Oh, sweet.
Yes, with that will definitely be happening. In the meantime, I switched to some Shelter Point double-barreled single malt.
Haggis potato chips. Wonderful.
Haggis potato
I've invited
chips.
the group.
That would be...
that
sounds interesting. I would try it, but I don't know. That sounds weird.
I'm assuming the invite is to the North Americans. But that'd be interesting because it's been a while since we've had Mark on the show. The man is a fantastic olfactory genius by all accounts. So it'd be very interesting to see what tasty delights he's got cracking in there. And being in Canada, you've got a little bit more leeway with ingredients and barrels and all that sort of shit to make your whiskey.
Yeah, we're getting heckled by Christina now in the chat.
Yeah, which means that, she's clearly not bringing the CL into this R show.
I guess not.
Yeah. Look, Weddle's doing the vaccine parties in August.
Excellent. Okay.
Ooh,
the border should theoretically be open by then, so I might have to turn up to something like that.
So, White Ryan Lavender Gin sounds absolutely exquisite. Because
that does sound interesting. I need to try it. For sure.
I like rye. There's not a lot of rye down here for me to like, but there is. I like rye. And I like a good lavender gin. I'd be down for that. That would be interesting.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. I'll when you get that, Mark, do shoot Brad or someone. Well, it's obviously shoot Brad a price so that I can send Brad some money to put it aside, and it can just add to the small collection of shit that I've got all over the bloody country up there.
I know what that's like.
Because that just the idea of that really super tickles my fancy. Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, Brad's antisocial, Mark.
I'll be swinging up sometime real soon. Me and Dan have to work out a time that makes sense, but we're going to make it happen now that travel restrictions are easing and things are a little more under control locally.
You back on travel restrictions, are you? Oh, well, no. Did you ever leave them?
What's that?
Did you ever leave your travel restrictions, or you've back on them, or I don't know what's been happening.
We're just loosening them now. Like literally this week, a lot of things are starting to loosen.
Fair enough.
Finally, but it seems like it's progressing very quickly now that the ball is seriously rolling. So hopefully it won't be too much longer before freedom starts coming back a little bit when it comes to travel stuff. But at least within Ontario, we should be able to make that trip work pretty soon.
Yeah, because you're a bit like here where there was the federal stuff and then the different, because you don't have states per se, you have the regions, don't you?
Yeah, we've got provinces. So yeah, there's like
provinces,
federal requirements, and like border between the U.S. and Canada is just basically closed to non-essential things. But like within the provinces, they're starting to open up now, and within the province is fairly good for travel now.
Yeah,
we can make it work.
It was kind of a bit like here, except our neighbours can't walk across the border. In that the federal government limited travel in and out, and then the states or provinces, sort of had their own individual mechanisms. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. But it's starting to ease off, and it seems like it's easing off fairly rapidly now that things are under actual control or getting to the point of being under control. So it shouldn't be too much longer before I can get down to cult headquarters and retrieve some of that stash and things like that. But at least for now, a trip to visit Mark is definitely in the cards. Very soon.
I mean, at worst, you can just swim in the sanitizer, right?
There you go.
Like, just
He must
swim
still
in the
have
new
a
made
good
spirit.
He must still have a good supply. So that's it.
Yeah. Well, that's one thing that a lot of the distillers did very well. New, old, established, and all of that was pump out a lot of decent products. So Lisa is going to.
Oh, okay. She's heading up my direction. We're pretty close.
There you go.
Fun. We might have to work something out then.
Yeah. Yeah. I would imagine it's a small suitcase worth of stuff for Brad. If Brad's normal, because your closet is looking. Your whiskey room is looking very, very bare, isn't it?
It's starting to thin out in some areas. Especially all the Isla stuff, because that's what I reach for way more than the rest.
It's because peated is best.
It's true. But yeah, it's getting a little thin back there for sure. But if I could just get to New Jersey, I'll fill that right up.
So just remember, when you get to New Jersey, you still have to cross the border to return home. I gotta wait for So you still need to cross the border to return home, which then means that you need to possibly declare the 486 bottles in your trunk and trunk.
Yeah, there could be some tax implications at the border if they decide to deal with me, but who knows?
And just remember, it's not cool to sit there and cough. That's not good, Brad.
Just make it as awkward as possible so that they get rid of me.
Yeah, that is not a viable strategy.
No.
Now, let's see if I can get the attention of one of the lovely staff here. If I make eye contact with them, it's not that I've been here a lot or anything. If I make eye contact with them, a coffee should appear sometime afterwards.
Excellent.
Right. They're pretty damn good here. Everyone should come down here and have a coffee. From all over, no, don't. Seems like a very expensive plane ride just to have,
It's a very expensive ride at a very awkward time for international travel.
Right. Like you'd have the plane ticket, then you'd have your 2 weeks hotel quarantine, which could balloon up to 3 weeks if you test positive. And then you come down and have coffee.
Is it really good coffee though? Is it great coffee?
No, I come here mostly for the service. The coffee is perfectly serviceable. But the staff are what really make it here. So yeah. Well, that's not my regret.
Look who decided to turn up.
Sweet. What?
Yeah, I felt bad. You two look sad and pathetic all by yourselves.
That's my normal state. I don't know what you're talking about.
We look sad and pathetic together as well, so don't worry.
Thought I'd add to the sad and pathetic.
just pile on in.
Yeah.
Sad, pathetic crew.
All of the Stranahan's blue tea.
Oh, nice.
Literally grabbed a Glencairn and a bottle. So.
Lovely. Yes, Terry knows it. Sweet. Well, you know what's worse? Terry had the option of coming in Terry could have come in.
Oh, I'm sure
Wait,
Terry.
Brad,
could've.
did you send him the link, Brad, or not?
I'm not sending Terry the link. He'll just ignore me.
Yeah, but then you could have blamed him for the inaction, not us.
That's true. But
Yeah.
whatever.
Somebody's thinking.
There we go. A special.
There we
guest.
go. Can you hear me okay?
I am,
Yes.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
sound great.
Mark, I am loving the Santa chic look there.
Yes, that's why I got the new name Whiskey Santa.
Yeah.
Suitable.
I thought it was just because you slaved in the workshop with the elves to make whiskey for everyone.
Yeah, that fits as well.
So how you been, Mark?
We've been doing well. Now that we're coming out of the COVID, people are starting to travel. People are starting to book coming in to see us, which is kind of nice. The downtime didn't hurt us either because I've been working on the old MG trying to get that ready for the road.
Nice.
Yeah, so having worked on a Land Rover, have fun with that.
Well, I've got a few projects on the go. One is my 78 MG. That used to be my daily driver in the summer. I've got a 52 MGTD, which right now is lined up for right after Lisa's pickup truck, which is a 51 GMC 5-window.
Nice.
Yeah, like I have so much time. I just,
So this 78 MG is the same year as my Land Rover, which means that it's both 1950s technology.
Yep. You have to love the fuse box.
Oh man! And what is it? The evaporative fuel control, which is just a canister full of carbon. Yeah, just a canister full of fish tank carbon.
That's it. And it goes back to the tank. Yeah.
Yep. It's great stuff.
So
I mean, it was a perfectly environmental and safe system that they had. The British world-class engineers.
Sure.
Yep.
Sure.
Met the U.S. requirements. That's all they cared about. Minimal as possible.
Fair.
So you have to excuse my background. I am in the back room at the distillery. So yeah, you can see the boiler behind me, boilers over there, and my lasers over here.
Sweet.
Hang on, did you say laser?
Yes.
He has a big
That is
laser.
the best toy room. It is the best toy room that just keeps getting better.
Oh god. Did you want me to take the laptop for a tour?
If you want
It's
to give
been
us
a
a
while,
tour,
yeah.
that would be great.
Yeah.
Fine. Well, I just lost something.
don't break everything trying to give us a tour.
Uh-oh. That was a bottle of pepper. So I don't know how much. I don't know how much size you can get.
Okay,
It's
yeah,
a-
you can see the
It's a
laser.
1300 by 900 millimeter bed. So just a small little laser.
Just tiny.
Little
tiny.
guy. He's
So Brad, just remind me to sit on my hands the entire time I'm at Mark's when we visit next year. All things go well, because I'm going to play with so many things otherwise and get myself either blind or burnt or drowned or something.
We'll be eating everything.
That's before
Well,
you get
what
to
you'll
my house?
do is, what we'll do is you will actually send me a mash recipe that you're interested in. I'll run it, and then when you get here, you can run it on the still.
Oh yeah, how difficult is it for you to get millet?
Oh, God.
That's apparently hard. That's
Yeah, I can get it.
So I already have a rough mash build, right? Based. Now I've not run it. I've only done the bacon stuff. I've had millet distillate before, but basically it's like a 70% millet, 20% rye, 10% corn.
You're not asking for a big batch because millet's not that easy to get.
No, oh, shit, no. I figured.
Causing trouble
But,
already.
yeah.
Jeez.
I just didn't expect that. I should have known better from an Aussie.
You really. That's kind of on you for assuming.
Yeah, I know.
No.
I mean, the weird shit here is triticale, but millet, yeah.
It's only an issue, Mark, if it turns out to be the most wonderful juice you've ever had and you try and replicate it, and then it just becomes like pain in the ass stuff.
If it is absolutely wonderful, I'm going to slap you.
That's right.
Like, I'll do it, but this better be terrible.
Well, suggesting throwing some oatmeal in there, by the way.
Oh, I got lots of oats here. Oh, I've got
Yeah,
about
yeah.
500 liters of oats.
There you go.
Oatmeal would be fantastic. Also, cornflakes. Cornflakes are wonderful to distill as well.
Sure.
I've heard it done. It doesn't produce as good a flavor as you think. We used flake corn.
Yeah, that'll do. Look, hey, look, if you don't have a milling machine to crack all the corn and shit and access, cornflakes is simple as easy.
There, I guess. Magical coffee is going to appear.
Yeah, coffee.
It's not the regular girl. She's a little bit slower.
Evilest drink.
You know, it's kind of funny. Two of us here are just on the coffee kick, and the other two are having the actual Whiskey Channel stuff.
Actual whiskey cheese.
Right?
We're an actual whiskey
It's-
channel?
Yeah. Lise,
Is that what this is?
can you grab me a
Technically.
bottle of rye and lavender?
Ooh. Now he's just rubbing it in.
Grab them all. No. Big ones, please. Yeah, I got a mess to clean up.
I mean, Christina, we have to be an official whiskey channel because we got an invite to an international whiskey gathering in Texas, right? As a YouTube
yeah.
channel.
Yeah. Even though I can't go.
The channel
It-
got invited though. Like it's
Channels
so
that get invited.
it's got to be official.
It
Jeez,
just
and
be sad that
I-
this is going to be the first one I miss.
I'm feeling left out now.
Yes. Terry, you know what? You can have the title Oatmeal Pumper.
Oh, the lavender stuff.
That looks like a very pretty label.
Ooh. You know what it almost needs is just a touch of sweet pea to give it that purpley blue kick.
Actually, we're thinking on the next batch is infusing butterfly pea flower.
That's the one, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because that changes
we
the
also
color when you hit it with the tonic water, and yep.
exactly. So the pH changes from the purple to a mauve. We also
Yep.
have the black pea flower, so the whole thing's black. But we're thinking with the butterfly,
Ooh.
regular butterfly for the lavender, it'll create that nice lavender color.
It does, and you know what? It adds a little bit of theatre to it as well. White rye, lovely. I do like rye.
The neat thing about this one is it
That would be fun.
it actually has without the wood there, it actually gives you the complete flavor of the grain. It's 100% rye grain, and we proofed the bottle down to 90 proof, and it's really silky on your tongue with the spice that's into it. And yeah, without the wood, it blends with anything. Hell, I've had it with Kool-Aid.
Nice.
Yeah, because the wood has, in your typical rye, and we've barreled a couple of them. So 3 years we'll have a rye whiskey. But without the wood influence, it's amazing how much you enjoy it.
Hmm. So there's the question: is what wood are you putting it in?
Run that. Oh, we're doing actually one barrel is an ex-bourbon barrel, and
Yep.
the other one's the new fill.
Okay. Interesting.
So the bourbon barrel
Interesting.
actually came from Heaven Hill,
Nice.
Oh, good work, Weddle.
and we just got a bunch of. We just got a bunch of rum barrels in, and we're going to be doing rum this summer. Now, in Canada, the rum has to sit in a barrel for a year, which is kind of an advantage for us. So what we'll do is we'll run these 4 barrels right till our whiskey is about 6 months due, and then we're going to switch some of our whiskey over to Rum Barrel.
Ooh. Is Mark breaking up for anyone else, or is it just me?
He did
A
just for a
little bit.
second.
Oh, okay, cool. But the idea
Am I
of
here?
switching it
Am I
to
gone?
Rum Barrel,
You're back, I think.
You're
it's
good.
all relative,
Yeah.
Mark.
And I just
It's all
switched to
relative.
the last of my two brewers, release 19. They're one of their peated releases.
Well, I guess you're going to let the bodies hit the floor.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
Which, yeah, I think I better take these bottles off of where I knock things down.
Oh yeah, don't lose a full bottle of anything.
Yes, please.
Nah, I don't want that either.
You're gracious.
Yeah, if Weddle is doing the Texas Whiskey Trail, I may have to do my drive. And,
Supervise. You may have to
Yeah.
supervise.
Yeah.
Babysit Weddle.
Seems
It's in the
very
interests
important.
of Weddle. So a rum that was aged for 10 years in the next bourbon, then 2 years in the next rye. That would be tasty.
That would be very
interesting,
tasty. Yeah.
It does depend. It would depend on what the rum was, right? So traditionally here we get a lot of burnt sugarcane molasses based rum. So not just straight sugar rum, I guess, or things like that, which is very different from a lot of your Jamaican rums, which are a lot clearer and stuff like that. So
Yeah, and a lot of
Interesting.
distilleries in North America tend to use blackstrap molasses, which has a fair amount of unfermentable sugars, but it creates that grungier taste. We're actually ordering in 2 totes of fancy molasses, which has far higher fermentables, creates a silkier rum. So a little later on the flavor, but nice going down.
Nice.
That sounds
That'll be fun.
Sounds very good.
Actually, it sounds like a hell of a mess. That's why we're only doing it in the summer where the rum actually moves.
I was going to say, also make sure the cleaning coincides with any interns that you plan on having.
There's an idea. Get the summer help. Yeah, no, I've worked with rum in the wintertime, and I'll never do it again. So yeah, it's definitely a summertime thing here.
Well, yeah, no, if your gasoline's gelling, yeah, no, sod that for a joke.
Oh, you froze up there for a second, Jeremy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
catch up.
I said if the gasoline's gelling, sod moving rum for a joke.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
Yeah, molasses gels in the summer.
Don't have that problem here.
Yes, but at least I can move the
Look at
tote
the,
and know nothing's going to poison me.
I was going to say, look at our terrible winter. Yeah. With the frangipani tree behind you. Hey, yeah, I can move totes and things aren't going to kill me all the time. Just most of the time.
Yeah, you know, the three of us here we're kind of trained that we don't have to look in our shoes before we put our feet in them.
I mean,
We know.
it is something that when I used to go out to the farm more often, I would sometimes forget as a city boy. You leave your shoes outside and you check them, you knock them out for, it just takes one spider in your shoe to be quickly reminded as you put your foot in there and it squishes, and then you're just sort of in that like, cool, all right, let's just wait a while and see if it bit me on the way through or not. All right, cool, it didn't. Get that shit out.
Let's see how big my foot gets in the next 20 minutes.
Yep. But scorpions aren't really a thing because the spiders kill them all. So
Great.
Yeah. When you have spiders big enough to eat the scorpions, yeah, I'm not going there.
There's spiders big enough to eat birds. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. That's definitely not a thing around here.
Mm-mm.
Next, you're going to say you don't have snakes. Like, geez.
I've got snakes. Not really any that will kill you very quickly, but I mean they're around.
Rattlesnakes. Rattlesnakes are about the
Yeah.
worst thing that we got regarding snakes.
Yeah, the Mississauga rattler. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not terribly worried about those.
No.
Aren't rattlesnakes just a python in the grand scheme of things? They just bite to be friendly. What are you going on about?
Yeah, it's not like annoying, but not really a threat.
Right. I mean, when I was a child, we used to run around and grab the rattles for the, just so we have something to shake.
Totally safe and reasonable thing to do.
I always like the there's the snake safety thing that goes around every now and then. You know, like the if it has an anal scale that goes all the way around versus if it's got a split and stuff. Doesn't apply to snakes down here.
Yeah. I was just making sure if I remembered correctly. Yeah, back in like 2013, they were finding that some rattlesnakes are actually losing their rattles. Like they're not rattling their rattles for warnings because they're realizing they're getting killed when they rattle.
Sheesh.
Baby needs a new toy.
It was like, oh no, this noise is alerting the predators that think I'm tasty to where I am.
Right.
It's
No
not keeping
longer
them
doing the
anymore.
thing that I want it to do. Maybe we should not do that so much.
I'm not as big and scary as I thought I was. Damn it. So you hear that, kids? That's sound advice from Cast Strength. Go out and collect rattlesnakes because they may be endangered soon.
Send all
they could
legal
be worth-
inquiries to arsehole@caskstrengthshow.com.
So just remember, like, as soon as something becomes rare or desired, like Bitcoin, it shoots up in value. So if you collect as many rattlesnakes as you can, you could be rattlesnake rich.
Right. And, as you're chasing them, if you have any issues, just email us at Darwinism is real.
I mean, we could make that happen.
Yeah. I mean, my email is arsehole@caskstrengthshow.com. So Darwinism is real is easy as well. Yeah, feral pigs will eat anything.
Oh yeah, all the feral hogs everywhere these days. It's
Mm.
bizarre.
Tasty.
Here in Jersey,
Big
some of
problem.
the deer have learned to look both ways before crossing a road too. It's actually getting kind of creepy.
I mean, that's good. I think.
It's just weird,
Weird.
watching a deer head pop out of the brush and just like kind
Yeah.
of look around before it shot.
It's definitely weird,
you-
but that's probably a good thing overall.
Can you get those deer over here to teach some of our animals to do that?
Right?
Because there is nothing worse than when an emu is running beside you at 40, 50 mile an hour. And that's not an exaggeration. Fuckers will do that. And then there is no shit, a 50-50 chance that they will swerve left or swerve right. And it doesn't matter where your car is in relation to where they're going to swerve. They will go.
They'll just go
50-50
whatever.
chance. Swerve left or swerve right. Because they're dumb.
Sheesh.
Yeah. So yeah, many times have I been driving around and you'll look out next to you and you see an emu and you just fuck, because you know there's a half a chance that they're just going to slam straight into your door. And there's nothing you can do
Nope.
except
yeah.
drive a Volvo. They don't dent so much. Other cars, but Volvos don't.
Sure.
All right. Old Volvos don't dent.
please,
New
they're not gonna
Volvos
hit-
do dent.
They're not
Okay,
going to hit
fair.
the Volvo. They're looking at it, laughing, going, "Oh, that poor guy. We'll leave him alone.
He's got it hard enough as it is.
His life already sucks."
I used to own one, thank you. They were the best car ever.
Uh-oh, he's doing what I did, just bitching at us from the comment section.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Yeah. He's just, what's happened is his ears are burning. He's heard about animals and snakes and reptiles and crap, and he's just like, yep, what's going on? The bat signal. Wait, someone's talking about bats? I'm in.
The literal bat signal.
The literal bad.
Yeah.
All right, so
True fact, Dan here's an ultrasonic.
That wouldn't surprise me. That seems right.
I'm gonna try.
Nope, he's going to try it.
He's gonna try something.
Yeah,
Muted.
Mark,
He's doing something.
I was going to say, this is where we get a sneak peek at Mark's OnlyFans.
Oh, jeez. As long as it doesn't get us kicked off of YouTube, whatever. Even if it does, really.
Dude, we've done so many things and we haven't been kicked off of YouTube yet.
Yeah, it's true.
Nobody cares enough.
It's fair.
It's just
That's a big
tails and
laser.
faces. That's true. It is a big laser.
I mean, aren't they? Just tails and faces. There you go, Jeremy. How pretty is that for you?
That is pretty. That is very pretty.
It's a very nice
The
laser.
question is, we can't hear you, Mark. You're still muted. So I think when you unplugged your microphone, it automatically muted you. I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, we
Oh.
lost
He
him.
left.
Now you've left.
He's
Now
gone.
you left.
It's about that time anyway because Rotgut is back streaming.
Rocket's back. Yeah.
So we
Is
don't
he-
want to step on that. So
No,
we better
can't
go.
step on that.
Or do we want to step on that, but only for 4 seconds?
I mean, we could. We might already be. I'm not sure if he started yet or not.
No, surely not. I mean, he was pretty excited, which is good because those guys are awesome peoples in their normal sense.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And it's good to have him back making videos and streaming and everything.
Yeah.
No, they are back good and proper right now. All right, so give me. Oh well, no, I don't have producer powers.
You got nothing. I'll hit the button. See you next week, everybody.
No, no,
You
Thanks
guys,
for coming.
I'll try and be here. I'll try and be here on time next week.
I probably won't be, just to spite you.